For women, the change was different. For women, the change would be a little more, move a little slower, because the majority of women still were at home raising kids and being family, being housewives. If they had jobs, there were really only a handful of jobs women could have. It was teacher, nurse, and secretary during that era. So let's look at some changes that did happen for the women, which at the mainly was housewives at that time. One important thing that happened was at home, women could now buy canned food. They didn't have to do the canning themselves. They could also buy food that was already prepared. Um, they didn't have to make clothes as much as they used to. They were able to buy appliances like vacuums and dishwashers and washing machines that made life easier for them in the home too. So it was a revolution for the way households ran at that time. This is a clothes washer. This is It actually has the dryer on top, a little squeezy thing that squeezes the water out. And then you'd still have to hang everything up though. Department stores came around at this time, and department stores were pretty good because before department stores, you'd have to go to a variety of different stores to get what you needed. Go to the shoe store, go to the appliance store, go to the to get silverware at a different store. With a department store, all those were different departments within the store, so you could go to one big store and get everything you needed. And there's an old department store here. Mail order catalogs. If you weren't living in the city and you lived in the rural areas of the country of America, you could now, with rural mail service, you can get anything. Sears Roebuck's catalog, you can get anything from Sears back then. You could even buy a home that was delivered in pieces that you would have to assemble at your site. Couldn't have been possible without rural free delivery, but mail delivery to all farms became a reality during this era, usually only once a week. But anything you could get in the city, you could get on the farm now, thanks to catalogs. In terms of what women wanted, well, for the issues of women, it was a little different. In 1900, even middle-class women, sometimes even women you might consider poor, had live-in servants. 1 out of every 15 homes in the United States had a live-in servant during that era. And if you went to work, you probably went to work between the ages of 16 and 24. You'd probably get fired or have to quit when you got that age because nobody wanted to hold you back from getting married, finding a man, and starting a family. There were clubs for women springing up, and this led to book studies and conversations that women didn't have before. Women were not allowed to go out on dates. They had to go out on chaperone dates with their fathers or brothers, or if they didn't have a father or brother, their uncle. And if they didn't have any male members in their family, probably someone from a church who would chaperone them on dates. Women did want more rights, but really the majority of women were pretty happy just being housewives and being at home. There were people who wanted to vote, like in the top picture, and there were people who were opposed to women voting, which is also known as suffrage in the bottom picture. And that's the lecture.